Hey guys, I found this really interesting. These are big ticket guys who do large productions for big players. So anyway, they were on a coaching session 2 days ago because they're running ads and they're using a very long sales page for their ad. And it's chock full of a lot of stuff. And they were saying that they keep making changes to it and they're not really sure where they're going. And the guy, all he could recommend in the end was do some certain things. He said make better use of the above the fold section of their page. That they weren't doing that at the time. Now they're doing a really good job of that on their variations here. He said, but keep testing variations, right? So at one point they had like all these testimonials in one spot. So kind of split them up by category into each different point you're making. In another section, he said, I don't even know if you need this whole big section down here. Maybe take it out. And also he was saying, if you're not getting enough signups, maybe move the sign up button up higher. He had all this kind of stuff to say. You know what this means? This company whose job, what it is they teach people is that they do the ads for the people where they do that kind of thing very well. We're asking this guy what they can do to improve. And the guy said, run a lot of split tests, right? So they're doing that. So for instance, if I were to look here and just kind of like scroll down, this is based on these ideas here. You know, you can watch the different videos. So it's like, check out our other videos sort of approach, right? And they give you some ideas and so forth and make it very simple for you to go ahead and decide to sign up. Okay. And then they have this other page over here. And it's actually a draft copy I found out. It's kind of interesting. And so their draft copy is just some print and some sign up form. Nice and simple. Also short. They have long sales letters and short ones. They're doing all this testing, right? And so they're running money to every test to figure out how it's going to work. Okay, and then even when I took out the draft copy link, I thought it was kind of neat. I removed it and it gave me this Cambridge link. And I thought, oh, it's for Cambridge. So they're using it as a template and they're working it for the different places where they wind up, you know, giving their events, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know too much about them. I looked at a different page and here they had the testimonials pop up down low, just a small set of them. They had like a whole lot of them on their very long sales page, like enough to be exhausting to read through. You know, it's just, you can kind of get lost in the details, exhausting to read through. And so they're doing this too. You know what this reminds me of? And book your place, you know, like do this session or do this session, you know, come join this session or whatever it is, right? Their Cambridge one's probably in that list. I wasn't looking. But what's my point? Split testing. So even these guys who have deep pockets and big programs, and they got testimonials from guys like Al Pacino and John Travolta and other guys at that level. I mean, high end, okay, for the stuff they're doing for these guys. And they are asking questions. And the answer is test away lots of different variations of your page. And I'm thinking, what I love is what we're doing. We're actually going to track what people are doing. You see how much better that is than blind tests? A blind test is make 4 versions of the page, put them up, see what performs better. A self-correcting page can figure things out as people are scrolling up and down the page. Are they going up and down the page? After all, if you have a longer page and a shorter page and one of them's outperforming the other, why? Maybe the shorter page is outperforming because of the longer page, people didn't like the first thing they saw at the top and never did scroll down. But you don't know that. Maybe you thought they scrolled down and got lost in the details. So, well, what is it that happened, right? So being able to scroll, track the scroll down points, right? That's what we're doing, is creating trigger points. And being able to scroll on click events or track on click events and being able to have the web page make adjustments. I'll tell you another cool one. What if we keep moving a section up or down, or we keep switching sections to get people to scroll further down the page and we find that they stop when they reach a certain section? What if it's that section that they constantly quit hitting? Like the name of the section, they literally just never get to it. Maybe it's that section that needs to be removed from the page. Maybe there's too much happening in that section that's turning people off when they get to it. Okay? So the point is, the page can make the tests. And if you add different images, you could swap that in. If you add different sections, you could put them all on a single page. We could start with a certain arrangement, see how far people go, and make decisions where they stop and what we should move up. And if that's not working, what we should take out. Literally setting up these steps on the inside of the admin panel is going to be pretty easy. People can do it, or we can do it for projects for people. My point just is to tell you how much more efficient, how much less money I'll have to spend on ads, on landing pages, or on the traffic you get, even if it's being shared and stuff. Getting that kind of statistical sample and being able to react well to those people and be able to capture the most people possible into your group or whatever it is going to be based on the fact that the page itself can make the most intelligent changes. If people are not watching the video, the page will swap the video out. Maybe they're still scrolling down the page. And once we swap the video out, maybe they scroll even further down the page. It was the video's fault, not the length of the page, right? Stuff like that. So what we're after is what combinations outperform what combinations. So we're doing a bunch of combinations on one website. And if we're doing a set of websites, then we're doing these combinations on there too. So matching templates have matching rules but different contents. So the templates once a month can communicate with each other, figure out what the best conversion points are, and push that back out so that all the templates can perform better, and they can still keep tracking and still make performance adjustments based on, right? Because we can set up groups, so we can always have the test group arranging things while the other groups are considered the most optimized possible. So you're always testing to improve this, right? But this should always rise to maximize your income flow, whether you're getting free traffic, paid traffic, or a combination thereof. I think that's cool.